Hello everyone, this is the continuation of previous video of list. So we have done all this. So now what if you want to delete something completely the list? What if you want to delete the list completely? You can just write del the name of the list fruits. If you run this and if you now print out the fruits and you can see there is no any fruits, means the fruits got completely deleted. There is some more function to do, so we'll copy the fruits from above where we wrote everything. So let's go back here. Where are the fruits? Okay, fruits. So we'll just copy this and paste it here so that we don't need to write something more. So now you can see we have fruits. If you just run this, okay, inside the fruits we have two elements. What if you wanted to copy, means you wanted to copy one list with another? So before copying, okay, we'll do it at the last. I have one more thing how to you delete, means the clear up the whole list. We'll do that in the last because we don't want to lose this list one more time. So now we'll learn how to copy. So we'll just write copying. We'll just write copying lists or appending list. So let's make it a markdown. And this, what does this means? Means how we can copy one list to another, or we may do in the later we'll do how we can add two lists. So doing a list is very easy. You may seem like just copy and paste it. So let's make one more list called fruits new, and here we'll put the elements like what is not here, apple, orange. So we'll put it banana. You can write the same name because it accepts duplicates also, banana. And let's put one more thing like grapes that we did in the previous one, grapes. So now if you run this, just let's print out fruits new, fruits and new. You can check banana and grapes. What if you wanted to copy the fruits, what is inside the fruits in fruits new? So if you write your fruits new is equals to fruits, means you wanted to copy the fruits in fruits new. And if you run this and write your fruits new, you can see apple and orange got inserted here, but it was here banana and grapes, but apple and oranges got here. But what is the drawback of this is that if you now write something, you write fruits. I already told how to append. Append means adding in the last. So let's write here pineapple. Pineapple. Okay. Now if you run this, nothing. But if you print the fruits new here now, one more time, copy and paste. You can see pineapple got also insert in fruits new. But we don't want that. Suppose you want that, it should have the copy, but it should not add anything if something is added to the previous one. So this is a drawback of directly doing in this. So we'll write that this is not appropriate. So how we can do in a better way? To do in better way, we can use the copy statement. So how to do that? We can just write name of the list. So in the fruits new, we want that the what is inside the fruits should get copied in fruits new. So what this is the fruits, apple and oranges. So how we can copy that is very easy. You can just write fruits new. So let's write here fruits new. Fruits new. Fruits new is equals to single equals and just the copy of the previous. So copy as fruits. So we'll write fruits dot copy. So this is very easy. Now if you print out fruits new and put the print here so that we don't get confused what we are doing. So now you can see apple, orange and pineapple is getting printed. Now if you change the value of fruits, so inside the fruits just write append and let's add one more fruit. What is the name of the fruit? Let's say guava. Okay, it's guava. Now if you print fruits new, so we copied fruits new with fruits, means whatever is inside the fruits will get copied to fruits new. But if you print the fruits new now, fruits new, you can see there is no guava, but in the earlier one you can see here. So let me add a new gap so that you can understand easily. So let's put a gap here. Okay, now between these two, in the earlier one we did fruits new equal to fruits, and the fruits new we get apple and oranges. But when we appended in the fruits new value also got changed. So apple. pineapple got inserted. But here, when we appended in fruits new value did not get appended. Means here the guava did not enter. It is the same as it in the before. How we did that? Okay, the gap should be here, not here. Okay, sorry for that. Now you can see that there is a difference between these two, and this is the appropriate one, appropriate or preferred. So prefer this using than previous one just by writing an equal sign and assigning the value of fruits, because here if you change the value from where you are copying, the value of new will also get changed. But here if you change the value of fruits, the value of fruits new will not get changed. It will just take the copy of that was copied in the previous one. That is how you can do. Or you can do in different type. You can just write. So let me do one more thing. Let's just add in one more so that it becomes a little full. You can just write fruits new. Okay, let's make one new. My list. Okay, we'll let my list equal to nothing. Means nothing is here. So what if you wanted to print this fruits new in my list? So you can just write my list is equals to list of what was inside the fruits new. Fruits new. Now if you run this, nothing will get printed, but if you run my list, you can see whatever was inside the fruits new got inserted in my list. So this is also one way how we can copy a list from one to another. So that is how you can do listing or copying. Now how to do the appending or adding list. So let's just cut out this from here so we can make one new. We'll try to make one new. So we'll write appending list, or we can write joining or joining. Means what if you wanted to join some list? Means what do I mean then? There are two lists and you want that both the lists should be added. It's very easy. So let's make two lists. So we'll write my list 1 is equals to, let's add some we'll add some numbers so they become easy to understand. 1 2 3, and we'll write my list 2. My list 2 is equals to, let's write 4 5 6 so that we don't get confused by writing the same numbers. So we'll add 4 5 and 6. Okay, nothing is getting printed, but if we write my list 1, so 1 2 3, my list 2 is 4 5 6. What if you want to add this two list? So to add a two list, if you want to do directly by using plus, then you need to make one new list. So let's make one new list called result. Result is equals to my list 1, sorry for that, what's happening, my list 1 plus my list 2. Now if you print out this and just write result, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 all is getting printed. But what is the drawback here? That we are creating one new list called result just for adding this. But what if you wanted that it should be added in my list 1? My list 1 should have the value of both itself and the one of the other. So to do that, there is one more method in Python. We can just call the append. Means we can run a for loop. This is not a better, there is one more better way, but first let's run about this. So we can run a for loop. I already showed you how to run a for loop in this. You can just write for numbers. You can write anything, this is based on you. Numbers in, will add my list 1 to my list 2, means the value of my list 2 will get copied to my list 1. So you can add for values in my list 2, means whatever is in my list 2, and you can just write my list 1 dot append the numbers. So this is just means I told you how append works. Append works means adding something in the last. So this is like for numbers in my list 2. Okay, before writing this, let me just print out what this number means. So you can see the number means 4 5 6 because these are the number that is in the my list 2. So we wanted that it should enter in my list 1. So we'll add my list 1 dot append. Append means ending in the last. So now if you run this my list 1, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 is getting printed. But here, what is the drawback here? So in the previous drawback, let's write here a drawback, adding one more new list. So this is a drawback here, and here the drawback is running a for loop. Why do we run a for loop? Running a for loop. So these are the two bit drawback. There is one more that is easier than the previous one. It's very easy. So this is the last third one. So let me put a gap between all of them so that it becomes easy to understand. Okay, this is the first, this is the second using third loop. Now we'll do one that is more easier than this. So how we can do this? Suppose we want, now here my list one value got changed. So let's copy this too. So we'll make one more time this list. We'll copy this and paste it here. Now the value of my list one and my list two is different. You can see here, print my list one and just write here print my list 2. You can see my list 1 is 1 2 3 and 4 5 6. To add, suppose we wanted that 4 5 6 should be added in my list 1. So it's very easy. You just need to write my list 1 dot extend my list 2. Now if you print my list 1, my list 1, so you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 is getting printed. So I prefer this is the best way how you can add, but it depends on the condition. Suppose if you want to create a new list, use this, create a new list and add the sum. If you wanted to add in the same but in the different type of list, then you can use the append just for adding in that list. And if you want to do the best way, means we have two lists and you wanted the one list should have the all of the item that is in the two list, then this is the best way. Just write my list dot extend. So I prefer this, and I think you can also prefer this, preferred. So I prefer this, and I hope you'll also prefer this because it's a better way. Just write my list dot extend. Don't forget this extend here, and here just the result, and here the append. Okay, now this is how we can join list. So I hope you got this. This is the basic idea. Now I said you how to delete. In the delete I said you there is one more way, but I did not say you. So there is the clear, means if you use the clear, whatever is inside the list, means in the delete you show that when we write delete and come down here we got an error. Is the error? So when we deleted the full list and we tried to print the list one more time, you can see there was an error there. There is no fruits is defined. So what if now you want to delete this my list one? So you can just write, there is an keyword called clear. So we'll write my list one dot clear. Okay, now if you print out my list, you can see here what is the main difference is that when you write this my list dot clear, anything that is inside this the value will get cleared, but the name, means the list, will not get deleted. But when you use the word delete, the list is completely getting deleted. You can see that there is no fruits name. But what if sometime you wanted that the name should stay, just the values inside it should get deleted, then you can use this clear. So this is how we come into a very long 2-part video. So it was very important because I wanted you to know all the concept of list, because it's very easy and important also. So I added everything whatever I could add. I added initializing, adding, slicing. Okay, before ending I want that to know one more thing, that is bonus. So let's write here bonus. This is bonus for you. So let's make it a markdown. So what is the bonus is that even a string is also a collection of list, but it has some, it does not work like list. So let's write your name like John Burger. So it is also, it can also work like list. So you can just write name and print out everything that is inside it. So you can see John Burger is getting printed, or you can use anything like we did in the previous, like start from the first one, means start from J and at and at n. What is the value of n? 0 1 2 3 means 4. So if you write here 4, and here you can see John is getting. But what is the drawback here? Means this is a string. String is immutable. Immutable means unchangeable. What does this mean? Let me say you. In the previous, when we did the changing the values, you can see that we wrote the name position and we put equal sign and change it. But here if you write name 0, name 0 is J. Now what if you want to change the value of J? You can just write name 0. From John you want it should be Mon. So if you write M, see, name M is not defined. Mean you cannot change the value of the position of 0 by M. But in the list, let me show you, copying list, not this, remove an item, no, checking an item, no. Where is changing values? Yes. Here we can see that whenever we try to change the value, it got changed. But here, when we try to change, okay, it's not M, it's just M. You can see a string object does not support item assignment. Means here this is string. String is this makes the difference from string from a list. Though it is a type of list, but here it does not support assignment. Means you cannot change the value. That is unchangeable. So this is just a bonus. So you should know it because it will be handy when you learn more. It will be easy for you to understand what it is. So that was it for the list. I hope you got all the basic concept of list, and I hope to see you in the next where we learn some more type of collection. So thank you for watching. See you in the next.